to show them that they made the right choice. Be helpful to Miss Jenny, learn to listen, and mind your manners. Speak when spoken to, but don't interrupt. Do you understand, my dear? Adoria nodded earnestly, her eyes shining with determination. Edith continued, her voice gentle but resolute. Be grateful, even for small things. Always say, thank you. And most importantly, never forget who you are. You're my daughter, a strong, clever, kind-hearted girl. Let them see that. You'll make me so proud, Adoria. As Edith and Adoria arrived at their dilapidated house, they quickly set about gathering their belongings. Their meager possessions were tucked into a few battered suitcases and bags, while Adoria darted about, trying to make sure they didn't leave anything behind. The neighbors, curious about the commotion, peeked through their windows or stood at their doors, whispering among themselves. The news had spread. Edith and Adoria were leaving. Adoria glanced up at her mother, her hands gripping a bag tightly. "Mama," she said hesitantly, "should we say goodbye to Aunt Jessica?" Edith smiled, her face softening. "Yes, darling. She's been so kind to you, always watching over you when I had to go out. We'll thank her properly before we leave." With their things packed, Edith and Adoria walked to the small, crooked house just down the street. Aunt Jessica was sitting on her porch, her chair creaking as she rocked back and forth. She was an older woman with wise eyes and a warm smile that seemed to make everything better. Seeing Edith and Adoria approach, Jessica's face lit up, though the news of their departure had already reached her ears. "You're really leaving then," Jessica said, her voice tinged with sadness, but also with a hint of pride. "I suppose it's for the best, Edith. You and this little one deserve something better than this neighborhood." Edith nodded, her throat tightening as emotion swelled. "Yes, Aunt Jessica. It's an opportunity we couldn't turn down. But we didn't want to leave without thanking you for everything. You've cared for Adoria when I couldn't, and you've been like family to us. We'll never forget your kindness." Jessica reached out and took Adoria's hand, her wrinkled fingers curling around the young girl's. "You've grown so much," she said softly, her voice warm and affectionate. "Don't forget me when you're off living a good life, Adoria. Remember where you came from and stay humble." Adoria's lip quivered as she nodded. "I'll remember, Aunt Jessica. I promise." Edith stepped away briefly, heading into the small shop at the corner of the street. She purchased a loaf of bread, some fruit, and a small packet of tea, things she knew Jessica would appreciate. Returning, she handed the items to the older woman, her expression full of gratitude. "A small token," Edith said, her voice thick with emotion, "to show how much we appreciate you. We'll visit when we can." Jessica accepted the gift with a tearful smile, her eyes glistening. "Go then," she said, her voice breaking.